Alright, hey guys, the Techno Brick here, back with another review, and today we're doing set number 31033, Vehicle Transporter. This set comes with 264 pieces and retails for $24.99. Since there's no minifigures included with the set, let's get straight on to the instruction manuals and spare parts. There's not much to show in the back of the manuals, as this one just shows the parts included with the set. And the main one, I believe, just shows some, other creator sets you can buy here. Which this dragon actually looks really nice, so I want to get my hands on that. You get some pretty nice spare parts with this set as well, including 3 of these little 1x1 studs with the flat top, the little tile top. And this one is actually the little kind of... Trying to get this in focus here, the little mechanical gray here, or not mechanical, kind of shiny, more reflective gray, so that's actually really useful. Nice piece to use in some other builds. Here's our first build of the set, the Vehicle Transporter, with 2 vehicles in the back here. Just look over these real quick. First, we got some sort of red sports car. For a little model, this actually looks really good. I think this turned out really well with 2 clashing colors, black and red. Can't go wrong with that. And then you have some sort of Jeep off-road kind of car, 4x4, something like that. And this definitely didn't turn out as well. There's a lot of openness with it, and just the whole thing where these red lights are going all around. Honestly, that really doesn't do it for me. So I'm definitely not a fan of this, but I mean, hey, it's alright just to include another car with this, so nothing wrong with that. And here's the actual transporter itself. Let's look at the, take the trailer off, and we'll show that feature later on. Look at the cab right now. This is actually really good looking. We have the, the little smoke exhaust here. The colors are really nice on this with the blue and the, I guess, white and black stripe, I guess is what that's supposed to be. Here's the front with the little horns and rear view mirrors, I guess, is what these are, but they're a little too far back to be mirrors, I guess. I don't really know what those are supposed to be. And the feature with this cab here is that this whole side, as you can see by these little Technic things here, they're actually used for something. We got the whole cab here can lift up. I mean, that's pushing it a little bit there with realism, but it's just a Lego set. It's nice, I guess, as this little Technic feature here obviously is used in the other builds quite nicely, so I guess they had to throw it in somewhere for the main build. I guess there's some engine detail down here with simulated maybe gas entry, electricity, just I don't know, that kind of stuff. And that closes in kind of smoothly and kind of seamlessly too, actually. That's pretty nice how they did that. And then the trailer, let's look at just the trailer for a little bit. Really not much to show here. The only feature is that this comes down to, drive the cars up, which I'll show later on. Some little light reflectors, I guess. You got some little red lights in the back on both sides. The trailer has smaller wheels, though, than the cab, as you can see back there. So that looks a little awkward, but I mean, it gets the job done. This is all smooth going up here, which is kind of nice. And yeah, really not much to it. Let's snap this on and show how the cars drive up. Quite simple. You drive up over here, lay your little ramp up, I guess, and then you can just drive the car up. And same with the second one. It does have room for both, which is nice. And then you can just drive off, I guess. Here you build 2 different vehicles, one obviously being the pickup truck, and the second a small car that it kind of drags along. It's not really the best feature, as you can see from time to time the wheels will actually kind of go up on this and it won't really spin, but yeah. So let's take a look at the small car first here. So here's a little car you get for the first alternate build. Looks pretty nice, nicely detailed for something this small. I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a simulated maybe convertible with how the yellow and white clash here, and how the white kind of over here in the back, I guess, maybe can simulate it to be folded back. And it's got the little clip here, which is used for the tow truck. So let's take a look at that then. Alright, and here's the tow truck. This thing looks pretty alright. It's got quite the mixture of colors here, as you can see, with the black, red, and blue, and then the grays for the, I guess, engine and exhaust details and such. Up here, this is actually kind of nice technique that they did. They did one of those, or they used one of those wheel clips up in front here on its side to simulate some sort of hood ornament, so I think that looks pretty good. And as you can see, the whole front little bumper section up here is actually kind of, I guess, away from the front of the hood, so it looks a little strange, but I guess that's the best they could have done, so it looks alright. And then over here, this is honestly, I think it looks the worst. I don't really like how this looks at all. This little arm here, I mean, obviously, as you saw before, it looks alright with the little car clipped on here, which just goes on like so. But when it's not on here, there's no way you can, like, I mean, you could do this, I guess, maybe, or, you know, something like that, maybe, like, I don't know, like, as you can see, it's clipped on a little weird here. It's not just like a standard 1x1 clip, it's one of the 1x2s with the clips on the top. Same thing over here, which, I mean, though that makes sense for the little car to go on, but over here it looks a little weird. And there's really not much they could have done, but overall it just looks a little weird without the car. But with the car it looks fine. Just launched it over there. With the car it looks fine though, and overall it's pretty nice. And what is nice with this second model though is that they give you quite a bit of extra wheels, you know, with the unbuilt pieces. You could actually probably end up making your own car to be towed or something like that. Alright, and our final build here is a mobile crane. As you can see, this thing is definitely a little wide, and the colors are a little off here, obviously. I don't really know what they were trying to go for, maybe like a yellow and a blue. But it does look pretty good, obviously, for the usual just being an alternate build. And this one actually does have a decent amount of action to it. The as you can see here, using the hinge pieces that were rather pointless, I guess, in the first model, you could lift this thing up right here, and this kind of, here, I'm going to move the camera up a little bit here, just so I could get a better view of this. This moves up, and there's a little clip pin here that you could just move up and around, and this is actually really nice. It locks into place then because it goes inside. I don't really know how well you could see that, but it goes inside the holes of the plate up there. So it could be at this is the highest setting here, and you can go, you know, down, so on and so forth. Actually, going the highest really isn't that high, but it's simulated, I guess. And then obviously this thing can actually move around pretty fast for some reason. There's really not much holding this in here friction-wise. And then up here, let me just lower this for the sake of getting it in shot again. Up here, this thing also moves around on a few different little clips, and this is just supposed to be some sort of simulated, I guess, cargo or piece of something that it's lifting. Yeah, for an alternate build, this actually has a really, like, good amount of features. Like, this is almost, I guess, just like the level of ingenuity here with the crane. Almost seems like that it would be built for a first model, but I mean, the fact that they were able to build something like this out of just, you know, the first model's pieces and what they actually had to work with, this actually is pretty good, honestly, and I think they did a really good job on this for an alternate build. Alright, so that about does it for the review, and overall I definitely recommend this set. Once again, not just for the actual set itself, but for the part out value. For $24.99, and getting, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets of wheels with the axles for $24.99, along with a bunch of other bricks and assorted car parts here with the little rims and all that, are the fenders and everything. Definitely for $24.99, I'd recommend this set. So yeah, that about does it. Thanks for watching, everyone.